Dennis Feidner again. I'm laughing because I'm sure you're tired of hearing my voice. Hey, Dennis Feidner, CFO's on the go. Video number 9 in the test drive series. Last one. We're going to talk about work orders. Not for everybody. So if you're a GC, you can probably just go ahead and skip this whole thing. But Sage 100 has the ability to do work order management, dispatching. So I've got one already filled out, so I'm not going to waste your time watching me type here. So we picked our client. It happened to be Jessica. She got a problem with a breaker in the kitchen. Here I can start these out as a quote, a work order. Landscapers, pay attention a little bit here. If you have routes, it can actually assign clients to routes. So every Monday and every Tuesday, or we can sign contracts if you're a HVAC contractor and you have service for filter changes and you do that quarterly or monthly. We can actually set those up on contracts and automatically bill the client. We can go in here and if the client has multiple locations, we can pull up their location information. We just decide on this one, we're going to send Carlos out there. He's going out there on the 26th. Going to be there at 8. Going to leave at 10. Going to take him 30 minutes to get there. Once I fill that information out, I get something that looks like this. Nice dispatch board. It shows all the calls. I could actually, if the client's on the phone right now, a new client, I can come in here and highlight this because they only like to work with Frank. I can highlight that and assign that to a new work order. I can just create the work order and then fill in the customer information, but I now know who's going to be and what time. And I'm sure nobody ever has this problem where somebody calls in sick. So I can actually just take that and just drag that to somebody else. And so that's one of our dispatch. We also offer it through Sage Service Operations. That dispatch is a lot nicer, more user-friendly. You get a 1 week, 2 week, or 30-day view. Able to put names down the side and set it across the top. A lot more customizable than this one. And that product does a lot more as well. And so the issue with the SSO is that you have the ability to dispatch out to mobile devices. You can get field signatures. You can take credit card payments. They can actually use it to issue purchase orders if they're at a supply house so that you know that they bought something. To get the history of the client's workspace, location, so you see what other work orders have been done there. So anyway, if you want more on SSO, I'm not doing a video on that, but I can send you some stuff if you'd like information on that. So, okay, we know who we're seeing, Jessica. We know who's going to see her. And now we're going to come in and we're going to invoice. I'm just going to do something real quick and dirty here. So this little thing says multi-select mode. So we're going to say he used this, this, and this. Those are the parts he used. I can come in here and say, 2 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these, or 4 of these. Okay. At this point, I now have the part numbers, the parts. I have the quantity. Price. At this point, I can just say, hey, you work 2 hours. You know what? This client actually pays $85 an hour, so I'll just bump the rate up a little bit. At this time, I now know down here in the very bottom, we're going to issue an invoice for $1,239.19. So I'm going to save this real quick. And I'm going to go in here. And we'll print the service invoice landscape. It's the one I like. So there it is. Jessica, location, who the employee was, what parts do we use, there's the quantity, taxable or not taxable, there's the total. I just printed that to the screen, obviously. I could actually, as you know from other screens, I'll close this real quick, I could actually, go in there and just hit my Outlook and email that. So it would attach that invoice right to it. I could just email it to the client, not have to stick it in an envelope, pay 50-something cents for postage. So that's all there. Again, the ability to track things through, like from a work order to completed, different types if you want to track, revenues based on service calls. You want to track all of your warranty calls. One of the things that's pretty nice I've done for other clients is some of the larger specialty subs will maybe have a warehouse where they actually sell parts to smaller contractors. We actually can set this up to act as it's a point of sale. It doesn't have a cash register with a drawer opening, but we can track all the cash sales and credit sales through this as well. County's real happy with the controls that we have on that. We can prepare an estimate. So all of this is in the work orders. If you remember from another alerts, that we were showing you, you can actually set up alert and say, hey, go look and see of all the work orders that I have, find all the work orders that have labor charge to it or material charge to it that have a zero amount billed, which means either A, it was a warranty call, and we can filter those out, obviously, or Joe still got a bunch of them in his glove box or stuck under his seat or in his toolbox or somewhere that he hasn't handed in yet. But you could get a report each week of work orders that have had cost and have not been billed. And I promise you, you are not billing every work order. It would be magic if you bill in 100% and never lost one. But anyway, we can kind of guarantee that you're not going to miss those by running those alerts. So anyway, work orders work really well. Contracts works well. Need more? Call us. We're going to dive deeper. We can dive deeper into it. But that's basically work orders and how they work. Thanks.